Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kia Janae Pretty V Vlogs, and I'm here with another video on this channel. We do all things glam, all things decor, shopping, and more. If you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you for doing so. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, you need to go ahead and do that because you're gonna like it. And if you're not subscribed at this point, I don't know what you're doing. So y'all, it is travel day. It is Friday morning, October 31st. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. And I think the time is like 5:10. My daughter's here. We're waiting on our Uber. So I wanted to hop on here real quick, start off today's vlog. I guess you could say this is day one of our trip to New Orleans. We should be to New Orleans, I think it said by 12:10, 12 o'clock, something like that. So once we land, of course, we're going to head over to the hotel. I'm going to show you guys what the hotel looks like, what the room looks like. And then I guess the rest of the day, we'll be playing it by ear up until it's time for us to go on our excursion. Our excursion or our tour is at 8 o'clock. Well, it's at 8:15, but we got to be there at 8 o'clock. And when I Googled the addresses, I think it's no more than like 20 minutes from the hotel, from where we're staying. So I'm going to bring you guys along for that. And I guess I will pick you back up when we get to the airport or when we get on the plane, whichever one. I'm excited, y'all. We going to New Orleans and I'm going to eat some good old food.
Attention all passengers, if you are missing the Air Canada bag, or back to the Terminal 1 security checkpoint and claim your left item. Once again, attention all passengers.
Hey y'all, so we are at the airport. We waiting on our flight. We got here way early. It was really quick getting through the TSA. Didn't do any check bags, so skipped over that part, but I mean, they were moving pretty quick. The lines weren't that long. They weren't that bad. And it's now 5:55. Our flight doesn't start boarding until 7:30. So I'm definitely going to go over here to this Dunkin'. But when we were walking over to our gate, the line was like really long. So I'm going to wait for the line to go down a little bit. And I'll probably grab my coffee closer to the time when we board so I can take it on with me. But there's my beautiful daughter. Y'all see she got braces now. Here's the grill. I'll pick y'all up a little bit later on.
Go ahead and finish it up as quickly as possible. Anything we pass out, we will have to collect at this time. Please make sure seatbelts are securely fastened, seat backs and tray tables are back to their full upright and locked position, and all carry-on items back to being stowed completely under the seat in front of you, leaving the area around your feet clear. We'll be on the ground shortly. Welcome to St. Louis.
Attention to terminal. He just came off.
I know, right? I have not seen
Cups, cans, glasses, newspapers, anything else you're stowing? Put your behind ready for us. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed your flight. Welcome to New Orleans.
Take the ramp on the left toward I-10 East.
You don't want the brown. She said, hit the green button, and then you go put your own part on top of it. She said she don't know what happened. She said she don't know what happened. Who said she don't know what happened? Just hold it at the top of it. Girl said she don't know what happened. Me neither. And you know them, they done packed up, baby, like it was.
Okay, thank you. Second floor, what? Oh, it's the elevator?
Thank you.
You want the single floor?
Yes, that works.
What's the right now?
221.
221. Follow this breezeway, go to that black gate, and put your key up to that gate. And
Okay.
you're gonna be on the second floor in that building.
Okay, thank you. She said go to the elevator. Where the elevator? In here? No, that's a laundry. This is work. It had good reviews. What'd I say? 221? Well, you had that sandwich.
That thing was not good.
You paid $20 for that? I was kind of looking at it. I was like, why is it so small?
Regular bread.
With what?
Regular bread. Regular sandwich bread.
Ain't nobody getting in that. It is too cold. Be sick.
That's why I said I'm surprised it's still open.
They loud as hell in that room. No, it's supposed to be 2 beds. Oh my God. So we are at the hotel. We are at this dumbass hotel and I'm so freaking irritated. Let me just tell y'all.
She don't even want no chips.
I don't want
You know she bad.
I'm about to just start throwing I'm about to start throwing stuff. So let me tell y'all. When I booked through Southwest. You know how they had the vacations and you can do the packages or whatever. I did the flight and the hotel together. We are at, what is this piece of ass we at? The country.
Piece of ass.
We are at the Country and Suites.
What, God?
I can't. We are at the Country Inn Suites, and what I booked online, and it clearly says it on my reservation, is 2 double beds. 1 room, 2 double beds. Why the fuck would I book 1 bed? Why? I mean, it's just me and my daughter, but God forbid if my husband was here. Would all 3 of us gonna sleep in a bed together? Check in, get the key, come upstairs, and look at this shit. 1 bed. Just 1 bed. Now, granted, the room don't look that bad, and I might show y'all, but probably not because I'm irritated. This is not what I booked. So I go downstairs to speak with the receptionist to ask basically, why is it that I booked this and you're giving me this? I'm not understanding. Can you explain? Oh, she goes and looks in her computer. Well, we don't have any more, what I say out there? Double beds. We don't have any more double beds. Okay, so how do y'all do y'all reservations? How do y'all do y'all bookings for the room? You just give people whatever you want to give them, unless, I mean, I don't get it. Well, because you book with, this is what she says. Well, because you book with a third party, whatever they send over to us is what we give. I feel like that's bull. So I'm just basically at this point like, well, if we only stay tonight, can I get the rest of my money back? Can I get a refund for, what is it, Saturday, Sunday, and we're supposed to leave Monday? Can I get a refund for that? Oh, you should be able to. Should is not yes. Should is not guaranteed. Should is not, that's not doing anything for me. If anything, the word should is pissing me off more right now. Because I feel like you're just saying whatever just to get me out your face, which is annoying. So I'm still asking the same questions because I'm irritated. Well, I just don't get it. How is it that y'all just do that? Well, again, it's not us, it's the third party, and you would have to reach out to them because we can only give what they say. Okay, so I called, well, I tried to call the first time, couldn't get nobody on the phone, so I did a chat. Explained to them in the chat through Southwest, because that's who I, did the package through, what was going on. And basically they tell me, because it's an issue with the hotel, I need to speak with a manager. So I go and I call back downstairs, because at this point I've already started walking back upstairs. I call back downstairs, get a manager on the phone. He says he doesn't have a problem giving me a refund if we don't stay past the night. He'll give me a refund for the rest of the days. But still, to me, it's a should, because what you're saying is you'll send the refund over to the third party or whoever we book through, and then it's up to them and their policies as to whether or not to give me my refund for these other days. So again, I try to get Southwest back on the phone. First representative I speak with, I don't know why she can't pull up the number that I have in my app on my phone. I have a confirmation or a reservation, whatever you want to call it, number. One for the vacation, one for the flight, and one for the hotel. I'm asking her which one she needs. She says she needs the one for the vacation. I give her that. For whatever reason, she's saying that's not the right number. She can't pull it up. So she gives me another number to call, switches me over there. I call, I'm on hold, and then the phone disconnects. So y'all, at this point, I'm feeling like maybe I'll feel a little bit better because I really want to go get me some crawfish and I need a drink. I had my little rum and coke on the plane, but that done wore off, and I'm pissed, I'm irritated, I'm hungry, I'm getting hot in this fucking sweatsuit, and this room is some bullshit. I just needed to get on here and let y'all know that. I'm not gonna show the room no more because, I mean, it don't look bad, but this is not what I wanted, and this is some BS. So on the way over here, our Uber driver, Lyft driver, whatever he was, he mentioned some place called, you said Dragos? Mm-hmm. My daughter asked him what's the best place to get crawfish out here. He said really anywhere, but if you want to know the best, go to that place. I'm gonna put the name of it right up in here somewhere. But I'm about to see how much it costs to get an Uber over there. We're supposed to be going on our excursion. The excursion starts at 8:15, but we're supposed to be there at 8. And when I had checked the Uber or Lyft prices to get over there, not the prices, but the amount of time, distance, I think it was only like 15-20 minutes away from the hotel. So I'm gonna go give me something to eat. I'm gonna have me a drink, and then maybe I'll feel a little bit better. But at this point, I'm feeling like once I get back from doing all of that, and maybe once we get through the night, actually, I'm gonna have to figure it out tonight because I think their checkout here is like 10 or 11 o'clock. I don't even know. So I need to figure out what I want to do tonight. I guess after the excursion, my daughter was talking about trying to find a Halloween party to go to because it is Halloween. So I'll see how I feel after all of that. But this is not starting off good, and it's the devil, and it's Halloween. It's the devil's night. It's the devil's holiday. You laughing? You don't think this is some bullshit?
Listen, chat. We about to go find a new place. We want to get some food, and we're gonna go party.
I'm worried about my money back. That's what I want to know. Because all of this should, would, could, maybe, talk to them. I send it to them. They got to send it to you.
You gonna try to call them back?
I'm going to call y'all back. Probably when we go get this crawfish, but I'll call y'all back. You want to sit at the table, sit at a bar, sit at a high table? This one? All right, y'all. So we're in here. How do you pronounce this place again? Drago's. We're at Drago's. We just took a seat. Yes, please. We're about to get some menus, and I kind of looked the menu over. Those are tacos. I kind of looked the menu over before we came, and I saw a couple of things on there, but I didn't see any crawfish like the guy was saying. I mean, this stuff made with crawfish, but that's not what I was talking about.
Drink menu if y'all want to check that out. Y'all want some ice water?
Yes, please. Thank you. So this is the menu here. This is the cocktails. They got that espresso martini thing you was drinking. And let's look at this menu. I think I'm gonna definitely do a gumbo.
Give you guys a few minutes.
Okay. I might just get the seafood pasta. I'm not seeing what I wanted, but I'm gonna get the seafood gumbo. And I'll probably do the seafood pasta too. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is the Mama Ruth seafood gumbo, and then they have some seafood pasta, and it comes with shrimp, crab meat, and delicate cream sauce, angel hair pasta, grilled shrimp pasta. Yeah, and then they have like lobster. I don't want lobster. I'm not a big fan of lobster. This ain't what I thought it was. Maybe he didn't understand. I want to go somewhere where I sit down and they put like, however they serve it, a bucket of crawfish or like a table of crawfish or something in front of me, and I just eat them like that. You know how they had the corn and the potatoes and stuff with it? This is not what I was talking about. But we're gonna try it, and then I'm gonna start looking for some more hotels because I ain't get back on here and tell y'all, but I did end up getting somebody or getting connected with a representative at Southwest Getaways where I booked my trip through, and he had me on hold for like ever, but he basically came back and said that if I can get something from the hotel, if they're willing to refund my money, and if I get something from them preferably like in writing or email or something from them that I can submit to Southwest Getaways to prove that they agreed to refund my money or to show the refund. Then I would submit it to southwest.com, and once I do, he told me to call in and they can walk me through the prompts of who I send it to, how to send it, and all this other stuff. But in my experience with situations like this, I already know it's going to be a whole bunch of back and forth, a whole lot of headache, a whole lot more irritation. So I don't know. I may just have to bite the bullet, and if I lose the money, I lose the money. But I really don't want to stay in this hotel more than a night. I really don't. So in between eating or after eating, maybe once I keep forgetting we got that excursion tonight. We got to be there at 8. Well, I didn't want to say what it was. We got an excursion tonight. Y'all gonna see when we get there. So I'll probably pick y'all up then, or actually I'll pick y'all up when the food come out, so I can show you what it's looking like. You know what you're gonna get yet? No. You don't see nothing you really want? What did he think we met? This is their seafood gumbo, y'all. And I think it was like $18. This is all I'm ordering and I'm leaving. I'm over this trip already. Irritated. This is my daughter's plate, y'all. She got alligator tacos. Hey y'all, so I just figured I'd jump back on here real quick because it's now, hold on. It's now 5:34 and I'm just sitting outside like in the courtyard area of this shitty ass hotel. This is what it looked like. That's the main courtyard over there, and then I'm sitting over here in this little area right now. My daughter's upstairs. She's asleep, I guess, napping, getting rejuvenated for the night. I guess she's still talking about trying to find a Halloween party or something, but I don't know. I'm just irritated. I can't do nothing but at this point I can't really do nothing but laugh, because if I don't laugh, I'm gonna fucking start like throwing tables and chairs and I'm gonna really like kirk out. So went back to the front desk to talk to them about, you know, the refund and how that works and all of that. Of course the manager's not here. We ended up leaving out after the first, you know, conversations I was having back and forth between the Southwest people and then these people over here at the front desk of the hotel. We ended up going to get something to eat. Thought we were going to get some crawfish. I don't know what the hell that Uber driver or Lyft driver or whoever he was talking about. We specifically asked, where's the best place in New Orleans to get some crawfish? He said you can go anywhere and get that because it's good everywhere. But if you want to know the best place, go to Draco's or whatever the hell that restaurant was called. They don't got no damn crawfish. They have stuff with crawfish supposedly in it. I ended up getting some gumbo, which, I mean, it wasn't disgusting, but I've had much better. When we were in Atlanta and we went to that place, I can't remember the name of that restaurant. I don't know if it was called Touch or Taste or it was called something, but that gumbo was some good gumbo. That was some real gumbo. It was okay here, but that place, no, I would not go back and 100% do not recommend. I'm still sitting here hungry, feel like my stomach about to go into my damn back. Hubby is actually coming. He ended up catching another flight. He found the flight that left out. It was supposed to depart, I think he said at like 5 or 5:30. But when he got to the airport, he said for whatever reason, his flight keeps getting delayed. So as of right now, I just got off the phone with him. As of right now, he's waiting, and the last departure time he was given, I think he said it's 6:25, and he has a nonstop flight, a 2-hour flight. That'll put him getting here probably around 8 something, 9 o'clock, I'll say, because he still has to get an Uber from the airport to his hotel, which I think the hotel he said he was staying at was no more than like 12 minutes from the airport. So he's going to go there, check in. He was like, well, if you want me to, when I get to this hotel, I can see if they'll let me upgrade. So I don't know if he got one bed. I don't know what he did, but he's staying at a different hotel. Me and my daughter are here because originally he wasn't going to come. And he did a last minute booking. So by the time he did get around to book, the hotel we're at, and I don't know why, but it's booked up, it's sold out, no rooms available at this place. And it's not like it's a $50 hotel. I paid, it was over $100 a night. And then the incidentals for the entire stay, they don't do by day here. They do, it's just $50 flat. So I mean, that's the one good thing, but everything else about this hotel is some trash. It is some trash. I will never ever stay at a country. I don't know if it's just this one here in New Orleans, but I will never stay at a country inn and suites anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. And if you're thinking about planning a trip, or if you've planned a trip, don't stay at a country inn and suites anywhere in the world. And if you've already booked a hotel at a country inn and suites anywhere in the world, I'll pray for you. Because if it look anything like this, or if the front desk and the staff just give you whatever room they want to give you, regardless of what room you put on your reservation when you book, that's the part that got me really hot. Actually, no, and I could even tough it out. It's not ideal for me to sleep in a bed with my grown ass daughter, but it could be done. It's not like it's my son. Thank God it's not me, hubby, and her, because then what? We would have had to leave this bitch tonight. We would have had to leave here tonight. And I'm sorry I keep using profanity. I'm trying to get better with that. But y'all gotta understand, if you know, this is so frustrating. And then on top of everything, the fact that I literally called this hotel last night before we even came. Yesterday, it wasn't even last night, it was yesterday. Before we even came, just to double check, to be sure they had my reservation, to be sure it was going to be no hiccups at the front. I didn't want to come up here and they be like, oh, we can't find your reservation, because me and hubby have been places before and they've tried to pull that shit, and we've had to call, or he's had to call managers to the front, and we were able to get it worked out. But I'm just like, let me go ahead and just call, be sure everything's good, everything's kosher. And I promise you, I swear, the person I talked to yesterday, I think her name was Kelly or Kylie. I think that was the same girl who was at this desk today when we checked in. Her name, I had to ask my daughter, but my daughter said, yeah, I think her name again for K too. I just kind of felt like it was her. And it's just the fact that somebody fucked up. Of course, the hotel was trying to blame it on Southwest, because I booked, like I said, the hotel. I don't know if Country Inn, I guess Country Inn and Suites has their own website, or I don't know who they're affiliated with. I don't know if they're under Hilton. I don't know if they're under the Marriott. I don't know what Country Inn and Suites is under or who they're affiliated with. But I didn't book on their website if they have one. I went through Southwest because that's where I booked my flight. And when you go to Southwest, and maybe some of the other airlines, I don't know. But when I booked through Southwest, I booked the package. When you book a package, you can do a flight, you can do a vacation, you can do a rental car, you can do all that together. I didn't do a rental car, but I did the hotel and I did the flight together. It gave a little bit of a discount that way. So I'm thinking, great. Apparently not. I even looked on, like at the pictures, how they show you pictures of the hotel. At first, I'll be honest, I didn't notice, and maybe I just skipped through it real quick, or I was just blinded that day, I don't know. But I didn't notice until hubby actually pointed it out that these hotel rooms, it's not like inside of a building, it's like on the outside. Like y'all can see. Y'all see up there? Y'all see like how the rooms are like outside, the doors are outside, and it's over the courtyard and we're outside. So yeah, it's not like it's inside of a building or anything like that. And I didn't peep that when I first booked it. But even when he pointed it out, I'm still like, okay, well, it's not what I would prefer. But the hotel had like almost a 4-star, or it was a 4-star. And the reviews weren't bad. I did read through a couple of the reviews. I didn't see anything about anything being dirty. It had like a 8.0 rating, or a 7.90 rating, something like that. The rating wasn't bad. Then the fact that they supposedly have hot breakfast. They supposedly had a shuttle, but that's one thing that they no longer have. My husband called, it was either yesterday or the day before. The day before, 2 days, 3 days before, I don't know what it was, but it was sometime earlier this week. Because like I said, he was going to stay at this hotel when he was talking about possibly coming, trying to figure out something with work. And at that time, he found out, that they didn't have anything for the days he needed. And I guess he asked about the shuttle or asked about the incidental fee or whatever he asked about. And they told him that they no longer had a shuttle. That was one of the main reasons, honestly, why I booked this hotel. Because when I was on there looking for hotels and options, I was looking for breakfast because I always prefer to stay at a hotel who gives me breakfast. Feed me and I'm good. I don't want no continental breakfast. I don't want no biscuits and juice. I want bacon, sausage, eggs, waffles, pancakes. I want all of that. So they supposedly have a hot breakfast. They supposedly had an airport shuttle. They don't have an airport shuttle no more. So like that was like a lie. They need to update their website. Y'all, I hope I'm not rambling. My lips feel like they dry. I need to go upstairs and get me some lip oil or something, because I'm telling y'all, I'm really ready to just go home. I'm ready to go home. And when I tell you what I tell you, Halloween, it just so happens to be Halloween. And like I say, that's the devil's holiday. And the devil is like, can y'all see him behind me? Y'all see him on my neck? Is he somewhere around me? Because he is working his magic today. Food sucks. I'm hungry. Hotel some bullshit. Didn't give me the room that I paid for and that I put in my reservation that I requested. I'm getting a runaround from the front desk. They're trying to blame it on Southwest. Southwest is trying to blame it on them. The hotel was saying they can give me a refund, but they can only give the information or the confirmation to Southwest. That's what one person said here. The other person said that they can give the refund, but then I have to let Southwest know that they issued a refund, and then I have to deal with Southwest and go through whatever their policies are on refunds to see whether or not I get the full refund or how that works. Managers leave early. They don't work on the weekend. Front desk people, I guess they're just taught a script to read off of, and if you ask them any other questions in depth other than what is on that script, I said enough. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm going to try to pull myself together because we are still going to this excursion, y'all. I think I'm going to probably just end up taking my phone. I would like to take my camera because I know I will get probably better footage on my camera than on my phone. But I really don't feel like toting my phone. I was kind of eyeballing the Ubers and the Lyfts to see how much it would cost to get from this hotel to over there. And we're not far from it, but I don't know if it's because it's the time of the day right now, because like I said, it was only 5:46 now. So I don't know if it's the time of the day that I'm checking, but it looks like from here to where we're going is floating anywhere between $24 and $29. Don't really want to pay that much. We paid, how much was the Uber here? I think the Uber from the airport to this hotel, I want to say it might have been like anywhere between $19 and $21. And then we took an Uber from here to that stupid restaurant. An Uber from here to there was like $11 because it was $10.99. I'm going to say $11. And then from the restaurant back here, it was $10, $9.99, $10. So hopefully by the time we get ready to go on this tour, which we will probably leave here at least by 7:45, because it only takes us about 10 minutes to get there, and you have to be there, they say, at 8 o'clock to check in for the 8:15 tour. So that'll give us, time to get over there. But hopefully those Uber prices go down, or them Lyft prices, or whatever we choose to take. And hopefully there's no issues with this tour. The tour is already paid for. I paid for the tour actually right after I booked. Well, maybe a day or two after I booked the trip and the flight. I was on there looking for, things I would want to do, the stuff that I'm interested in. Reached out to my daughter to see if she would want to do it. She was like, oh, yeah. And then, after we do that, we can go to a Halloween party. So I booked the tour online, paid for it, got my confirmation, got my printout, got all of that, instructions on where to go, where to meet. So we're good on that end, hopefully. Although I thought I was good with my hotel and what I had requested as far as 2 double beds. But apparently I wasn't. So I'm just hoping that this tour is all that I have it in my mind to be. And I just hope it's no more issues today. So we'll be checking out of here tomorrow morning. Supposedly the manager, they don't work on weekends, but when she called him, like I had to press her out to do, supposedly he'll be able to issue the refund from home, and he'll be able to, these are their words, tonight, send a confirmation to Southwest Getaways, and they're going to also send me an email or attach me to the email so I can see whatever it is they send them stating that they refunded my money. And then we'll be going to the Hampton Inn, hopefully. And that's kind of like a whole nother story right there too, because in the midst of talking to them here at the front at this hotel about getting my refund, I'm kind of like looking online and checking prices for the Hampton, because I'm about to be up out of here. We're not staying here until Monday. So in the midst of them telling me that what they were telling me about, you know, yeah, we could do the refund, blah, 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 to be in the morning when you check out, I went on and I paid for the other hotel. Something said on my way back to my room, call them just to be sure they see your confirmation, to be sure that everything's fine. He says, yeah, he sees the confirmation in his system, but the card that I use hasn't been ran. So he will have to run it when I get there, and he needs a physical card. I don't have that card with me. I know that card's number and information by heart. That's normally the card that I use when I book a lot of my hotels. I've never had, at the hotels that I've booked, I've never had to actually show the card. Literally, they've asked me, because I've always put it in and it's paid in advance, it's done. When I get to a hotel, the only thing that I normally have to show once I pay in advance, the only thing that I have to show that they ask you for is your ID. And what else do they ask you for? Oh, they ask you if you want to use the same card that you paid for or the same card that's on file to pay for the incidentals if the hotel you're staying at has incidentals. But now you're saying, oh, well, we'll actually need the physical card even though I prepaid. So I went in there because he's claiming that he couldn't cancel it on his end. At first he said, oh, there will be no charge because you're within the window. If you cancel it, you know, you have time to cancel it. But then he came back on the phone and he said, oh, well, you may receive a fee if you cancel. I'm like, but you said that you don't actually have all of the card information, and you just have the last four of the card, and I need to present it in order for the card to even be processed. So it's not making sense what you're saying. So I went and canceled it. Now I am still showing a confirmation in my email because I checked that several times since I made the reservation earlier when I was dealing with the front desk here. They haven't sent me an email saying, oh, your reservation's been canceled or anything. All I received from them is a confirmation email. A confirmation email saying that I have a reservation from November the 1st to November the 3rd, and the type of room I have, which is supposed to be 2 double beds, standard room, 2 double beds. And it's supposed to be, did I say the Hampton Inn? But it's in the French Quarter, which is originally where I wanted to be anyway. It's in the French Quarter on Canal Street. So that area is pretty much where a lot of places where I think me and my daughter want to go anyway. So that's a better hotel choice right there in itself. But we're going to check out of here tomorrow. We're going to go to that hotel, and it's not too far from here. It's not too far from here at all. A few minutes. We're going to go to that hotel. I'm going to still see if they have my reservation on file. If they do, I will give them the card that I physically have with me, and they can run that. I will pay for the room, and hopefully my last couple of days here aren't as hectic as this day was. All that was going on today, and some of y'all may be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, you know, the room is not horrible. I've never stayed in worse. This is probably the worst that I've stayed in, but it's not like roach infested and rats running out the damn wall, and it ain't none of that going on. But this ain't my cup of tea. It ain't my cup of tea, and I don't want to be here, and I want to go home, and I'm hungry. I'm fucking hungry. What did I say that I wanted to do when I came to New Orleans? It was a couple of things I wanted to do excursion wise. And I wanted to eat. I wanted to eat some good food. I want some good gumbo. I want some good crawfish. I want some good, like, whatever they known for down here. I want it, and I want it to be good. But that little mess that Uber driver, Lyft driver recommended for us to go get, I won't be asking no more Uber drivers or no Lyft drivers where to go around here. Because apparently that one right there, what? If you tell somebody you want some crawfish, do you have to say, is it crawfish, crayfish? Did I say it wrong? I'm just confused. What I want is the crawfish laid out or in a bucket or in a pan with the corn and the potatoes and all of the good stuff, and that's what I wanted. I ain't want no damn crawfish dip, crawfish salad, crawfish etouffee, whatever that mess is. I don't want that. Anyway, I talk too much, and it is 5:55. I'm about to go on back upstairs to this room. I guess watch a little bit of TV until it's time to get the Uber. I'm not changing my clothes. I'm gonna probably just throw on my jean jacket on top of this because it is getting a little more chilly out here. And I think when I checked the weather last, it's supposed to be like in the low 50s tonight. So, and if we go to a Halloween party or something like that, we'll come back to the hotel, change our clothes, and I guess we'll just head to wherever. But I'm not paying for too many more Ubers that's like $25 and up. I'm just not doing it. So hopefully when we get to this hotel tomorrow, hopefully everything checks out fine. And hopefully everything or more stuff that we would want to go to and see is in walking distance. Because I'm not trying to like blow the bank and break the bank. Not for this little like 3-4 day trip or whatever it is. I'm over it. I'm just ready to go home and be in my house, and I'll make my own damn crawfish. I go down to the place I go to get the crabs, and I'll make my own. And as a matter of fact, if I don't get none while I'm here, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not coming back to New Orleans no more. I'm irritated. I'll call y'all back later. Hey y'all, so it's the same night. I was gonna keep this vlog open, but when I looked, it's already like an hour long. So I'm gonna close it here. And I'm going to open another one right now just for our excursion. And that's going to be all that one consists of. Because this is just going to be too long if I try to put that footage in here. I don't want to have y'all sitting. It'll probably be an hour 30 or plus. And I ain't trying to do that. That'll be the longest vlog I think I've ever done. So we're going to go ahead and end this here. I have an Uber that's on the way. We're about to go downstairs, and thank you guys for tuning in. And I just had a coughing spell, y'all. I got a cough drop in my mouth now, so excuse me. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spending this day with me, my first day in New Orleans, which is a bust. Hopefully this tour turns it around for me, but I will pick you guys up in the next vlog. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you exit out. Turn on your notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to hype the video up. And I will catch you in the next one.
Usually I don't post.
Thanks for watching.
I don't